Okay, so I'm gonna go through some news, see what my Google thinks I need to know or need to be afraid of. I'm gonna try my best not to go on too many rants. The Canadian Revenue Agency recommends filing your taxes online. Okay, so I can't talk about the Canadian Revenue Agency, or it'll be 2 hours in, I still wouldn't have said anything. I'll just be whining and complaining. Hamilton Tim Hortons customers caught in a snowplow fight. Did you see that? Something went on with the owner, the owners of the Tim Hortons franchise or whatever, and the company that had snowplowing. So something went on with the franchise owner and the snowplow company. Snowplow guy got angry. I don't know the full story, so I'm gonna be careful and not say too much. But the gist of it is, he blocked the freaking drive-through in and out, right? But there was people in there already who had nothing to do with it. So I don't want to talk about it too much because all I know, as I saw on TikTok, some guy put the guy in the drive-through put it up on TikTok and was like, he was a little bit mad because he's stuck, but at the same time he thought the situation was hilarious. What else does Google want me to know or be afraid of or buy? They want me to buy Game Pass. I get that all the time. Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Now. I'm like, no, I don't. No. There was a condo that collapsed in Ontario. Yeah. Oh, factories on fire. Train tipped over. 6 Ontario companies with a 4-day work week who are hiring right now. You want a 4-day work week, so you can find some work those extra 3 days as well. Because I recommend just getting after it. Inflation. That's something. This is what the algorithm really hits me with all the time. Probably because I click on it whenever there's an inflation thing. Oh, okay, no, this is good though. Apparently, prices are going back to normal. I'll believe it when I see it. See, why am I getting? Oh, I know why. I'm getting what happens to your body when you drink kombucha every day, or what happens to your body when you drink beer. This next one is what happens to your body when you drink beer every day. It's because the other day I googled how much caffeine is too much caffeine in one day. So that's why I'm getting these recommended to me, because I had too much caffeine in one day the other day. And then I also googled how bad is it to eat rice every day, because I heard there's arsenic in rice. So how to install vertical shiplap, that's being recommended to me because I'm installing shiplap right now on a ceiling. Warren Buffett still lives in the same home he bought for $31,000 more than 60. How the heck is this guy still alive? Oh, he's a billionaire. He's probably got robot parts and stuff now. Yeah, he's probably like a synth or like cyborg by now. Interest rates have skyrocketed, so why hasn't the rate on your savings account? That's something we can talk about. Kombucha, why is there so much kombucha stuff? Okay, so now I gotta click on this, so now it's gonna... Watch, I'm gonna scroll through 30 minutes of nonsense, and at the bottom will be like, haha, we tricked you. Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos face deportation after multiplying across... What? What? That was the title. Does that make sense? Okay. Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos face deportation after multiplying across Colombia. What is... I know who Pablo Escobar is. I know what cocaine is. I know what a hippo is. What the... is all of this? Yeah, so Cocaine Bear, that's actually based off a real story. I haven't seen the movie, but I guarantee they probably stretched that out quite a bit, because I'm pretty sure the real story was a bear in the woods came across some stashed cocaine, ate it, went nuts for a couple hours, and then it died. So it's not as glamorous as the movie would make it, right? But yeah, just the concept's a bear high on cocaine. Colombia is proposing to capture and transport 70 hippos to India. Oh, so hippos aren't native to South America. I should have included that right away. So Pablo Escobar, I already figured this out. Pablo Escobar got a bunch of hippos shipped over to his place because he had to be all look at me, I got hippos. Like drug lords. And after he was killed, right? He was the one that was shot in the ear by the DEA. I feel there was a joint operation between authorities in South America and the Americans, and they took him out. I'm pretty sure this is the same guy. But yeah, so obviously his hippos went nuts. And were freed because he wasn't there anymore. Yeah, so what started as 4 illegally imported cocaine hippos. So apparently they're now 150. They have no natural predators. If people don't know, hippos are the most dangerous animal on Earth. If you eliminate rats and mosquitoes for spreading disease, hippos kill more people than any other animal. They kill because they're jerks. I've seen them kill a gazelle or one of those African deer things just for poops and giggles. Everybody I talk to is hippos are no, dude, they're beasts. They're what I imagine a mythological monster. When they're just no, man. Have you seen their teeth that come at the bottom? But sharks don't even kill that many people. I find a shark cuter than a hippo. I'm trying not to be biased with my knowledge of like statistics of how many they kill. Like I think sharks are kind of cute. They got like this, like kind of like a stupid look on their face. Like, okay, but why do they keep calling cocaine hippos other than the fact that Pablo Escobar like trafficked cocaine? I think the last thing you would ever want with a hippo is freaking cocaine. Like, they're nasty enough already. So there's nothing in here about them actually ingesting cocaine. Like, that's what kind of got me like, yeah, see, in the ad, cocaine bear, the wild true story of a drugged up bear. Like, that's what they're trying. They got me to click on it with, it worked. I was imagining hippos high on cocaine, but they're just called that because they were owned by a drug lord. Anyway, enough of that. This is driving me nuts. American Blast, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle, the two people, like, the ultimate, like, I don't give a crap about, man. Like, why? Why is everywhere I turn, like, okay, I will say this one thing that I thought was hilarious. It was disgusting and disturbing, but his audiobook, it was going around because there's a part in it. I don't know if I should say this. Like, how PG are we trying to make this? In his book, he talks about how he got an injury on his junk. Somebody recommended some cream. And he was talking about putting the cream on his junk, and then he starts talking about his mother because it smelled like some kind of cream his mother had. I'm like, why? Why are people following this? Like, she's the most insufferable person on the planet. Like, everything she says is garbage and annoying, and then he says dumb stuff like that, and everyone's just like, I know exactly what it is. It's because everybody hates it. If I've learned anything this year, it's that there's a market for hate watching and hate clicks and stuff like that. That's why. So you have fear and hatred. Like, they're literally like, I'm like, why can't we just, you know, if technology and phones and everything is all about like generating emotions and getting people to feel a certain way, like, why do we have to go with fear and anger and hatred?
Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast's titles and everything, it's very uplifting.
But I also like, this is maybe just me being an old grumpy person, but I find his videos unwatchable.
I can't watch them either.
Like, I do appreciate the, you know, yeah, I do appreciate all that, but just.
So I'm just saying that there's more positivity, bro, because isn't he like the most followed now?
I'm pretty sure.
Like, as an individual. Not
yeah, I think he passed like even PewDiePie, but even PewDiePie, like he's very like wholesome, I guess, like yeah. Canadians forum buyer ban putting housing development on hold. What? This sucks for a lot of people that don't want to get off grid, and this is gonna bother them a lot. But the whole Canadian housing market has just been non-stop nonsense, just back and forth craziness. If people who don't know. Ontario woman hires a homeless man on the spot. This sounds pretty wholesome. Now he's working at a farm. I like this story. Finally, the algorithm's like, okay, this guy likes off-grid, he likes farms, he likes helping people who are down. Finally, something. He thanks her every day. He's 60, nice. This is the woman who hired him. He's kind, compassionate. He's like, I like this story. This is what I want to do. Like, I want to build farms in off-grid communities, and I want to find people that are just, you know, down on their luck, and they legit want to work, and they have drive and stuff. Just life is hard sometimes. All the time, just depends. Like, but yeah, I want to do this. I want to, like, hey, you're a nice guy, you're compassionate, you want to work, come help us on our farm. That's awesome. I love this story. I'm glad I went from hating this whole thing and be like, why are we trying this, to, oh, I like this. Like, watch me come back down. It's gonna be an emotional roller coaster ride. It's like, oh, I'm happy the homeless guy has a job now. TikToker said half of their guests didn't show at wedding. Okay, well, I just did a live stream and only one person who said they were gonna come showed up. So tattoos that will be gone in a year. That's interesting. So if you think you want a tattoo but you're not sure and you go get it, it will disappear within a year. Alcohol sales are down. That's because they spiked during COVID and now they're going probably back to a normal level. So they're trying to frame it as like, oh, this market is tanking. Like, no, everything spiked. Now it's going down. Everyone was trapped in their home and had nothing better to do than drink. Alcohol sucks. Hair clippers? Dude, this is creepy. This is my phone listening to me saying I need to get new clippers because when I shaved my head and beard, it kept snagging. So I'm like, I need to get new clippers. It's like now it's sending me the very best hair clippers to buy. Yeah, so another thing that's been going on in Canada a lot, specifically Ontario, is problems with nurses. I'm not going to get into that. I have an aunt that's turning 100 soon. Like, she was alive through the Depression and World War II. So how old was she? So the Depression was in the 30s. So she would have been like 12 during the Great Depression. I want to tell everybody that I was right about this. The Oakville teacher that wore the giant fake boobs or whatever. Did I say it to you?
I saw it.
Did you remember me saying, yes, this guy is full of crap, this is a big troll? I called this day one. Day one when this was going on, I was like, he's full of crap. This is a big troll. Though, even if he was serious, he's still full of crap. Anybody who would do that is insane. I don't care what don't care. I just know that whenever he's not inside the school, he's not wearing it. Like, well, I guess they're high school students, but still putting kids through that is weird. But to be fair, the other side of this argument literally wants this stuff for like 5-year-olds. So, or just getting more people to clue in, like, because the people would have seen that, been outraged and like, oh yeah, the school was all for it. The school board, the government, like I'm pretty sure Trudeau made a comment about it. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember. Do you remember Trudeau saying something about it? Wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me because anytime something stupid goes on, he's got something to say. And whenever something important goes on, he doesn't say anything. So Elon, what do you have to say? Oh, he replied to Zuby. Nice. I like following Zuby on everything. He says Russell Brand is fire. He likes Russell Brand. Man, this guy's like the new Donald Trump of Twitter, eh? Like he's just constantly on it. Oh, very few Americans seem to realize the severity of the situation. I think he's just talking about the state of the United States right now. A lot of people don't get it. Americans don't get it. I'm seeing a lot of Western Europeans and Canadians finding this hilarious and just enjoying the collapse of the United States, but they don't realize that it's going to directly affect them. Like, they think, like, they always make fun of America for its military spending, and then they go on like, oh, their healthcare. I'm like, you're able to afford your healthcare because your military spending subsidized by the United States. Disagree with me? Fight me on this. Let's go. Let's have a debate. Anyway, I'm done.